Welcome back to Infinite Union, your portal to the past's most defining moments. Today, we're not just learning about history, we're living it. You've just woken up, not in your comfortable bed, but on a straw mattress in the year 1665. The air in London is thick, heavy with the scent of wood smoke, unwashed bodies, and something else, fear. This is the year of the Great Plague, and your goal is simple: survive. Your name is Samuel, a humble baker's apprentice living in a cramped tenement just outside the city walls. The first whispers of the Great Sickness have reached your ears, stories of entire families vanishing behind doors marked with a foreboding red cross. Your stomach churns, but you must start your day. The first choice you make could be your last. Do you go to the market for flour? It's a crowded, bustling place, the heart of the community, but also a petri dish for disease. Or do you stay within your small, familiar neighborhood, hoping the baker has enough supplies to last another day? You decide the risk is too great. The market can wait. You'll make do with what you have. As you work, kneading dough with your master, a man stumbles into the bakery. He's pale, sweating, and his eyes are wide with panic. He begs for a loaf of bread, clutching a few coins in his trembling hand. You notice a dark, swollen lump on his neck, a telltale bubo. This is a critical moment. Do you show him compassion and give him the bread, risking exposure? Or do you drive him away, protecting yourself and your master from the almost certain infection he carries? Your heart aches, but survival is paramount. With a heavy conscience, you and your master refuse him, shutting the door as his desperate pleas fade. Days turn into weeks. The distant clang of the death cart's bell becomes a constant, chilling soundtrack to your life. The red crosses multiply on doors like a grim rash spreading across the city. Your master, a kind but elderly man, has developed a persistent cough. He insists it's just a common cold, but you see the fear in his eyes. He grows weaker, his skin clammy. You are now faced with a terrible dilemma. Do you stay and care for the man who gave you a trade and a home, knowing it could be a death sentence? Or do you flee, abandoning him to his fate to save your own skin? You remember your own family, your parents, and a younger sister living in a small village miles away. Your instinct for self-preservation screams at you to run, to get out of the city and back to them. With a tearful, silent apology to your ailing master, you pack a small satchel with a few loaves of hard bread, a water skin, and your meager savings. Under the cover of darkness, you slip out of the bakery. The streets of London are eerily deserted, a ghost town haunted by the specters of the dead and dying. The air is thick with the smoke of bonfires, lit on every street corner in a futile attempt to purify the miasma believed to carry the plague. You must get out of the city, but the gates are guarded. Watchmen are stationed to prevent the infected, or anyone from an infected household, from escaping and spreading the pestilence to the countryside. Your papers are in order, but you look thin and pale from weeks of rationing and fear. The guard eyes you with suspicion. He asks you where you've come from and why you're leaving. You must think fast. Do you tell him the truth, that you're a baker's apprentice whose master is ill, risking immediate quarantine or worse? Or do you lie, concocting a story about an urgent family matter in a distant town? You choose to lie, crafting a believable tale about your mother's sudden illness. Your voice, filled with genuine worry for your own family, is convincing. The guard, perhaps seeing a reflection of his own fears, waves you through with a gruff nod. You don't look back. The road ahead is long and fraught with peril. The countryside is not the safe haven you imagined. Every village is suspicious of travelers, especially those coming from London. Doors are barred, and faces peer at you from behind shuttered windows. You run out of bread after a few days. Hunger gnaws at your belly, a constant, dull ache. You spot a small farmhouse with a field of turnips. Stealing is a sin and a crime, but starvation is a more immediate threat. Do you risk being caught and punished by a fearful farmer, or do you press on, hoping to find a more charitable soul in the next village? Your hunger makes the decision for you. You wait until dusk, then slip into the field, pulling a few small turnips from the cold earth and running before you can be seen. You eat them raw, the dirt grating against your teeth, but it's the most satisfying meal you've had in weeks. Further down the road, You come across another traveler, a woman sitting by the roadside, weeping. Her husband, she explains, collapsed just an hour ago. He lies on the ground nearby, his breathing shallow. She begs for your help, to help carry him to the next village. You look at the man, his face ashen. You see no obvious signs of the plague, but in these times, any sickness could be the sickness. Is this a test of your humanity? Or a trap that will seal your fate? You recall the man at the bakery and the guilt you still carry. This time, you decide to help. You can't leave them here to die. You and the woman fashion a makeshift stretcher and begin the slow, arduous journey to the next hamlet. Your body aches, but for the first time in months, you feel a flicker of something other than fear, purpose. You arrive at the village to find it's not hostile. A local physician, a man of science and reason, examines the husband. He diagnoses not the plague, but severe exhaustion and dehydration. With some water and rest, the man will recover. The villagers, seeing your act of kindness, offer you a place to stay for the night, in a barn, but it's warm and safe. This small act of compassion has rewarded you. You found a temporary sanctuary and restored a piece of your own soul. You've learned that while fear can keep you alive, it's kindness that makes life worth living. After a few days of rest and with your strength returned, you continue your journey. The news on the road is that the plague in London is finally beginning to wane as the weather grows colder. A harsh winter is setting in, but it brings with it the hope of an end to the nightmare. You finally reach your family's village. You see your home, a small cottage with a wisp of smoke curling from the chimney. Your heart pounds in your chest, a mix of hope and terror. Are they safe? Did the plague reach this far? You knock on the door, and it opens. Your mother stands there, her eyes widening in disbelief, then filling with tears. Your father and sister rush forward, and you are enveloped in an embrace you thought you might never feel again. They are all healthy. They survived. You survived. You have navigated the treacherous landscape of the Great Plague. You made hard choices, balancing self-preservation with morality. You faced fear, despair, and temptation, and you emerged on the other side, forever changed but alive. You have successfully survived the simulation. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. It's a stark reminder of how fragile life can be and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable hardship. If you found this simulation as fascinating as we did, be sure to subscribe to Infinituneal and hit that notification bell. We have many more journeys into the past waiting for you. Until next time, stay curious.